It's crazy to see that he's not able to get more points considering how many good fights he had. Speaking of, unfortunately, this was probably the worst fight he had throughout the entire game. Just getting absolutely chefed to perfection by Wu Fong here on this early game drop with this insane terrain combo here as well. Something that I talked about a little bit. TE Star just a little bit greedy, I think, there, opting to go for the armor swap instead of opting to simply using that ultimate. We got also another thing to mention. These are, of course, the replay sponsored to you by a Thunder Robot. Just too excited looking at this Naraka gameplay. The turnaround here. Oh my god, this realm of Yang Moxie. This one was crazy. Absolutely insane.
It was literally like 0.2 seconds left.
That was insane though.
The charge RMD on the staff. Like if TD5 had found that jump parry, we would have gone to timeout for sure.
I don't know. I mean, if he found that parry, because Nunchucks is a single hit parry attack, he may have been able to kill him.
He potentially had enough damage to kill him.
Maybe, because he picked up those gold Nunchucks. So it's hard to say. It's in a different timeline.
They play from today forward into next week's grand finals, as we're going to see how game number 2 played out with these replays brought to you by Thunder Robot. And spoilers, a lot of it is going to be Wu Fong coming through. This Valda 1 versus 1 was absolutely crazy. It was so clean, as well as the fact that, remember, it started with both of those Valdas going for the V2 and just armoring through, both managing to frame perfect cancel each other's spears. But Wu Fong just showcasing his prowess with that longsword to be able to extend off of every single hit that he's able to find his TE Star coming on through with his Hang Sword extension onto TTD5 after burning out that combo break as Wu Fang scale rush into jump parry onto EWG's Arano, making it look absolutely gorgeous. This was the moment that TTD5 was able to find his miracle recovery, that parry, and getting to turn the entire lobby's attention onto Paste on that Matari, who did not have a combo break and wasn't able to break away. And here's the moment where it went wrong for KLA and oh so right for the Valda. The spear comes through and like you said, there's sort of just like that little moment of standing and then there's that attempt of a dodge forward, but the damage has been done. The Valda was able to build into another VT.
Have not made it in for today's games, but he did, and he is showing up with ferocity, doing extremely well. Unfortunately, not able to secure a third MVP in a row, but hey, you know who is doing an extremely good job in this game here was Mike. We're taking a look at the replays brought to you by Thunder Robot, Arano, and JLAIS in this situation. AIS on a sliver of health, trying to break away, not able to do so, and it looks as though this was the demise of Fong here, being taken down by Spider, unfortunately. On that ACOS, a lonely ACOS in this game, as we talked about earlier. Perhaps he was hoping that Spider and Mike might be opting to go for an ACOS game in this game at number 3, but it wasn't to be. Mike on that Kylin and Spider on the Matari. Speaking of Spider on the Matari, in that end zone there, getting focused down, getting caught in a terrain extended combo. Very unfortunate situation as he does get that F forced out, and regardless of popping that ultimate, he's just not able to do anything. Mike able to then clutch it up at the very end, pushing Wu Fong into the zone with that F, and fully capitalizing on his positioning. Very nicely done indeed.
You can see the camp attempt too coming on through. Like,
we've got another 2 games left to be played, so it could potentially end up being more than that. But here we are taking a look at some replays brought to you by Thunder Robot. The early kills are being picked up there. SS1 Paste able to pick up an early kill of Spawn, and then this whole situation here with Verse and Chuzeng. Chuzeng just getting a little bit too aggressive. He didn't have ult available. Then actually, my my reasoning in that situation as to why he might have chosen to do that, I now have no clue why he chose to run into that sand wall. It does not really compute with me. I don't know why he opted to do that, trying to deny the heal, but it's that kind of thing, you know. You have to respect the sand wall. If you get stuck in it, you just can't do anything. This
was gorgeous.
This was beautiful. Yeah,
this
the pistol
skill rush, and then the pistol shot to capitalize once I'd been chased away from being able to hide behind that pillar. Here's the moment that Wufong, like, you can see everybody knew it was going to be Temi ultimate overlapping. Everyone put themselves above that ultimate so that Wufong, when he came through, instead of dashing with the Justina ultimate over it, he could dash down into it and connect onto all of those players who had been forced to take cover and huddle at the very epicenter of the Temi ultimate so as not getting stuck in CC.
But it still felt pretty competitive so far today, I would say, Moxie, as we're about to take a look again at some of these replays brought to you by Thunder Robot. A very nice outplay there from Spider. Take it away, Moxie. Unfortunately, Pace, I remember seeing his face here. He was not very happy about it.
This was absolutely gorgeous. Just, the grapple bump into jump juggle with LMB into redash from the Justina. Here's the moment that Spider got griefed out of picking up a soul bloom by a lone Valda. You just see the Valda pop up a little bit of the shoulder on the right side of the camera screen before Spider was able to grab that bloom. As we're going to be having a look now at Mike's Realm of Yang against T.E. Star getting to come on through with the grapple bump extension. There's T25 winning his second Realm of Yang jump. LMB setting up the next dash of that V1 before Mike comes through with the rampage and is able to catch on to that Temi. Unfortunately, T25 just getting zoned away into that corruption damage into the follow through catch of that Liam ultimate. And you can see that a lot of the stress is starting to get to some of these players on the stage.
Yeah, absolutely. You could see it on the face of T225 there. He was not happy about that one. It's especially off the back of having won the most recent bi-weekly final.
We're going to have a look back at game number 6 brought to you by Thunder Robot. This was T225 coming on through on that Valda, able to find the kill early on against Star with all of these weapon swaps coming through. Wufong, here we go. The back-to-back kills. ASC Yuan just getting locked continuously into stone form before Wufong is able to get behind him into that uppercut confirmation extension. As SS1's paced also on the Valda with the F3 connection catch. A little bit of an error, but still able to sort it out even as the train attempted to grief them.
Indeed. Arano, this was very nicely done by him, but extremely rough for Zhuan Yuan. That was his second life there. But oh my goodness, I forgot about it. The ridiculous F2 from the ACOS with the sign. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. That was beautiful. That was beautiful to watch, I will say. I was obviously really rough on the receiving end of that, but still very nice as a spectator to see that go down. And then here, the damage coming through from those fire tick Jades, making it impossible to come into those final moments with full health. And it was just anyone's game at that point. Even though the Hardys have a